Good day, everyone. This is Mr. Michael Flores, and we have our session for the general mathematics. So this is the continuation of our video for the rational inequalities. So for example number 2, we have what value will make 2x minus 5 all over x minus 5 is less than or equal to positive 3. So based on our previous video, we have 5 steps to consider. So for step 1, we have to make one rational expression on the left side and zero on the right side. So since we have two rational expressions on the left and on the right side, so we may have transpose, we have 2x minus 5 all over x minus 5. So transpose 3 minus 3 is less than or equal to 0. And then from here, we get their least common denominator, which is x minus 5. So we have x minus 5. We have divided by this one. Then we multiply to the numerator. So we have 2x minus 5. And then minus 3 times x minus 5 is less than or equal to 0. And then simplify. So we have 2x minus 5 minus 3x plus 15 all over x minus 5 is less than or equal to 0. And then from here, we have 2x minus 3x, that would be negative x. Negative 5 plus 15, that is positive 10. All over x minus 5 is less than or equal to 0. So this would be our new inequality to consider. So we have negative x plus 10 all over x minus 5 is less than or equal to 0. Then proceeding with our step 2, just like in our previous video. So we have to determine the meaningful numbers. Okay? So the meaningful numbers for the numerator and the denominator. So for the numerator, we'll be using the newly formed inequality. So we have negative x plus 10 is equal to 0. So we have negative x is equals to negative 10 all over negative 1, negative 1. So x is equals to positive 10. Okay? So 10 is our meaningful number. Then for the denominator we'll be using x minus 5. So from here we have x minus 5 is equal to 0. Then continuing, we have x is equals to positive 5. Okay? So we now have two meaningful numbers. And from here, we have to test if these numbers are part of the solution or not. So for example, for the numerator, we have 10. Using the newly formed inequality, which is negative, we have negative x over negative x plus 10. So we have negative x plus 10 all over x minus 5 is less than or equal to 0. So from here, we will try. So we have negative 5 plus, sorry. So if we will use this one for our numerator, we have negative 10 plus 10 over 10 minus 5 is less than or equal to 0. So from here, we have 0 over 5 is less than or equal to 0. So this is a true statement. Let's say if this is a true statement, then 10 is part of the solution. Okay? Then for the denominator, we'll be using 5. Okay, so we have negative 5 plus 10 all over 5 minus 5. Okay? So from here, we have less than or equal to 0. So we have 10 over 0 is less than or equal to 0. So this is a false statement. Okay? So if this is a false statement, meaning to say this is not part of the solution. Okay? So then next will be creating the number line or the graph. Okay? So for step 3, we have to form the graph. Okay? So for example, we have these values. So since we have a bigger number, so we may use interval 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. As in this would be negative 2, negative 4, and negative 6. And then continuing, if we have 10 as part of the solution, we'll be using shaded circle. And then if we have 5, not part of the solution, so for example, it is located here, 5, we'll be using an open circle. Okay, and then we will make intervals. So this is interval A, interval B, and interval C. So from here, we'll be moving on step number 4. So for our step number 4, we will determine one of the values in our points here if they are part of the solution or not. Okay? So since we are done with this part, we may use the original inequality now. So the original inequality would be 2x minus 5 all over x minus 5. That is less than or equal to 3. So for example, for interval A, we will test the value number 2. Okay? So substituting 2 to our given inequality, we may now have 2 times 2 minus 5 all over 2 minus 5 is less than or equal to 3. Then continue, you have 4 minus 5 over negative 3 less than or equal to 3. So we have 2 over 3 is less than or equal to 3. Okay? So if this is a true statement, meaning to say, our interval, since 2 is located here, is part of the solution. Okay? So we will highlight the graph. Okay? And same thing that we will do for interval B. So we will test a number. So for example, with these intervals, we would like to use interval number 8, no? So test number 8. Okay, this one. We would like to know if 8 is part of the solution or not. So using this one, substitute to the original inequality. So we have 2 times 8 minus 5 all over 8 minus 5 is less than or equal to 3. So we have 16 minus 5 over 3 less than or equal to 3. So we have 11 over 3 is less than or equal to 3. So with this one, this is a false statement. Meaning to say, if this is false, interval B is not included in the solution. Then for the last one, we have for interval C. So for example, for interval C, we'll be testing, since 10 is our significant value, we will use the number 11. Okay, the next number on the right. No? So using this one, we have 2 times 11 minus 5 all over 11 minus 5 is less than or equal to 3. Then we have 22 minus 5 over 6 is less than or equal to 3. And then continuing, we will now have 22 minus 5. So we have 22 minus 5, we have 17 over 6 is less than or equal to 3. So we will divide this 17 divided by 6. This is uh, 2 point something lang, no? So we have 2 and 5 over 6, which is less than or equal to 3. So this is a true statement. Okay? So if this is a true statement, meaning to say, interval C is part of the solution. Okay? Then for the last one, since we have graphed it correctly, we may now proceed with step number 5, wherein we may put the interval. So for step number 5, what is our interval notation now? So interval notation, what would be our interval notation now? So looking at our given here, so for our interval notation, we have negative infinity up to 5, union with, we have 10 to positive infinity. Okay? So this will be our answer now. So by looking at the graph, interval A is included and interval C. So this is our answer. Okay? So I hope you learned how to determine the values of irrational inequalities. Thank you and have a nice day.